This is where I saved it yesterday. Funny thing I want to show. I don't even know if anyone's here, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to show it anyways. So I was fighting in there and I was thinking, wow, if I don't want to use potions, I'm going to have to run all the way back to the Alligator Jack's bed at least. And then I was all like, wait a minute, what about these tents? And I turned around and I had looked in here. There's literally a bed right here. So the way I dealt with the Stone Guardians is I ended up going inside and then I went to the bed. I threw all of Ice Lance at them, every single one that I would attack. It didn't do much damage, but did enough to give me a head start. Then I put out the wand and just killed them. For the most part, they didn't deal enough damage anymore to be a super real threat. But more than one without healing, I wouldn't have been able to do. But I also want to show this. So while grinding, I had to stop myself, and I climbed up behind where the water mages are, because they're right over there. And I got here. Don't ask me how I got here. It let me climb up here, but I have not been able to replicate it. So I saved it. I don't think you're supposed to be able to get up here. My favorite part when I did this is, let me see if I can do it again, if I can see it. Right there. All that down there looks like all the foliage they have around the world. I think that's a series of assets that the developers kept around when they were putting the world together, and they would just go there and copy each of those objects and then just paste them in the world. Go back, copy, paste in the world, copy, paste. And I think they just kept them all clumped in one area, because I think that's what they usually do. But yeah, there's your foliage assets all in one spot. Anyways, back to the library. Oops, not that one. Wrong one. Muffins are so delicious. Anyways. I was correct. There was a semi-decent number of enemies in here. Not too bad. Dealable. Kind of grindy for me to do it on stream. I already picked up some of the plants that were lying around here. Stone Guardian was there. We have the two in here. Originally, there was one in here, as we had seen beforehand. The other side, I think there were 3 Stone Guardians, and there was another Fire Demon. And there's another set of stairs that goes down. Now, these lecterns, I've noticed, have information on them. And I think there's 3 more on the other side. I don't know which side to start with. Potion. Trying to see what scrolls those are. Yellowstone tablet. That's the other relic I need. Tablet of Archery 3. Oh boy. It's always what I wanted, was another tablet of archery. Oh, before I forget. Morning, Agrim, by the way, in case I didn't say it. Here, let's just use it. I found 2 things on me that I picked up that I forgot about. One is a message in a bottle that we picked up relatively recently. The other one is this light fish with something inside. 3 lockpicks. That's gross. Where's the message in a bottle? Right there. Treasure map received. Oh, it's where all the X's are located. That's going to be a slight pain considering I think I found a lot of them. I think I found the 2 over by the water temple already. I think the swamp is the only ones that I haven't found. No, that bottom area, just southwest of the water temple, I don't think I've gotten all the way there. I was starting to, and I stopped. Anyways. The ... at the beginning says that to me that this is supposed to start elsewhere. So here's my theory with it. Because I've been through it. Actually, let me check out this one. Something about a power of a sword. I want to see where it starts, and we're going to read them. Coffee and lemon blueberry muffins. There should not be any enemies here, by the way. I've taken care of all of them. I intentionally did not open up any of the chests, and we actually surprised crossbow 3. Oh boy. Always what I wanted. I have the magic crossbow still. Obviously. I honestly don't know what to do with it. Because I need a decent amount of strength just to wield it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get that. This is my crossbows, 22%. I like a two-handed. The one that I need. Because I use the wands and staves and stuff. It's not giving me. I think it's a speed potion. I'm saving speed potions to use to get out of bad situations. It's about some age. I have a feeling this one is what I want. Because I believe there's 2 here. And this is what weirds me out. This almost looks like these should move. Oh yeah, there was a ring here. What is this ring? Good luck trying to figure it out with all the rings I have, honestly. Ring of the healers, ring of the priests, ring of the warriors. The ring of the... No, I found ring of the warriors before. Ring of skill, I already had. Ring of ore skin, ring of magic. Could be a ring of magic I just picked up, I think. Three stone tablets. Well, I mean, that puts me at 7. And I wanted to give him 10 at once, so... I have a feeling that'll be very doable with this expansion. In these halls, Corhodron, the High Priest Cardamon, and I myself discussed a way to defeat Radames and the sword. Corhodron and Cardamon were of the opinion that Radames could be defeated in battle with united strength, but I knew the power of the sword too well to believe that possible, so I made use of my right to veto the decision of the others. I decided instead to overcome Radames with a ruse. Corhodron obeyed the decision of the council. He proceeded to the temple of Adanos and sent for his son. His son's hatred had taken such form that Radames stormed the temple in a wide frenzy to execute his father. So Radames is Corhodron's son. And the high priest is Cardamon. Okay. He only recognized our plans when it was too late for him. Corhodron closed the holy chambers of the temple behind him, and Radames was trapped in the temple for all time. So Radames trapped his own son within the temple. Wait a minute. No, that's a continuation of the story. Maybe it is over here where it starts. I'm trying to get a good sense of the story that's going on. So let's do it like this. Because only the guardians of the dead could call the ancestors. Their absence hurts deeply. Without the council of the ancestors, we are at the mercy of our people. The healers were sent to destroy the portal and destroy the key. Only Adanos knows what happened to them or if they achieved their goal. The warrior caste has been destroyed by the wrath of Adanos. This doesn't explain why Adanos was here. What pissed off Adanos so much? Yeah, this is the continuation of over there. So the story starts over on the left side, I think. Unless there was a lectern in the first room? Cast of the warriors called down the wrath of our god. Radames, the successor of Quahadron, was banished, but his evil power reached us even from the place of his exile. We were powerless against it. Adanos' wrath struck Jarandar. Radames was trapped within a temple. I wonder if that's what Raven's trying to get to. If Raven's trying to release Radames. Why would he do that? Quahadron's age made it impossible for him to lead our army, and so the priests know. It's got to be down there. I think I did start it properly. Unless you have to start it from here and go up and over. In these halls, Quahadron, the High Priest, Cardamon, and I myself discussed a way to defeat Radames and the sword. Quahadron and Cardamon were the opinion that Radames could be defeated in battle with united strength, but I knew the power of the sword too well to believe that possible, so I made use. So they tricked Radames to be locked in here. We're using his own father as bait. Radames was weak. The will of the sword overcame him and made him its tool. Not even the healers could alleviate the suffering and the atrocities he brought upon our people in his blindness. The sword quickly recognized that the people were too weak to thwart its plans. So Radames originally had this... Okay. So Radames had the sword. Sword quickly recognized that the people were too weak to thwart its plans. Only the power of our ancestors could still withstand it. And so it had Radames banish or execute all of the guardians of the dead, thus shattering all hope of release from this evil. Thus, not a single guardian of the dead was left when the remaining 4 disempowered leaders of our people made the bitter decision to surrender Jarkendar. War raged in the streets as the healers set out to seal the only entrance to our valley forever. Hey, Blocks, how are you? Also, hi, Wilbur. I'm trying to figure this story out. Actually don't know how I'm doing today as far as allergies are going, but overall I'm fine. It rained a bit yesterday, so the allergies should be tempered down, but I actually feel a little worse than yesterday. It's gonna be up and down for a while. Quahadron's age made it impossible for him to lead our army, and so the priests insisted on the right to command over him. They instructed him to resign his office and pass on the sword. The Council of Five was to determine his successor. However, the warrior caste denied the council a choice. The warriors would no longer submit to the Council of Five and selected his son Radames as their new leader. Out of pride and confidence in his own flesh and blood, Quahadron decided to give in to them. He delivered the sword to his son in the hope that he would wield it with the same strong hand that he had himself. This is where it begins. So, Quahadron was too old to lead the army, and the council decided to determine a successor, but the warrior caste sat there and told the council no, you don't get to determine who leads the armies. We're going to determine it for you. And they picked Radames, Querhadron's son. And as a result, Querhadron handed over his own sword, which apparently had magical sentience of some sort. As a result, Querhadron was not able to control the sword. The sword took over his own will and basically corrupted him, to the point where he started causing problems. The only way to deal with him, so if the High Priest was involved, it meant that they ignored the warrior caste. They went around the warrior caste. The High Priest talked with Radames, Querhadron's father, and convinced Radames to work with them to trap Querhadron within their temple. So they had the father tell his son to meet him within the temple. He came there, they sealed him in, locked him away for all time. Because only the guardians of the dead could call the ancestors. Their absence hurts deeply. Without the council, the ancestors were at the mercy of our people. So somehow, the old people who used to contact their ancestors all the time got cut off from them. Healers were sent to destroy the portal and destroy the key. Only Adanos knows what happened to them or if they even achieved their goal. The warrior caste has been destroyed by the wrath of Adanos. The heart of the old warrior prince is broken. Only the remaining priests raise hopes and preach constantly of the rebirth of our once magnificent city. However, we scholars know the bitter truth. Jarkendar has fallen and will fade in the river of time. Why did Adanos get involved? He's a fucking god. Why did Adanos, not Enos or Beliar, get involved? Radames was imprisoned forever in the Temple of Adanos, but the power of the sword was not broken. Its influence had become too great. The killings in the streets would not stop. The wrath of Adanos ended everything. The sea raised itself over Jarkendar and flooded the whole city. Was Adanos the sword? Only the temples and structures in higher places were left almost untouched. The few who survived this catastrophe no longer had the strength to rebuild the city, and thus the fate of Jarkendar was sealed. Do we edit our YouTube videos or not? No. Not really. I edit the beginning and start of each video, but I used the highlight function within Twitch to do that, because it allows me to choose the start and the end point. That's the closest I do. Actual editing, if I really wanted to do it, which I had tried before. Our old Little Nightmares videos I had edited, and I think I tried seriously editing Senua, Hellblade. We use, let me see what it's called. It's right here on my bar. I can't not with this game. It's Vegas Studio Pro, I want to say. It costs money. If you don't have money, it's not worth it. There are free video editing programs out there. And it wasn't super duper cheap either, but it wasn't like hundreds of dollars. I think it was like $70. But the thing is, it will tell you, hey, there's an upgrade available, but you will have to pay for the upgrade. Okay, so anyways, back to Gothic. I think Adanos was the sword. Wait, did I get everything in there? Shit. I was so busy running around worrying about the tablets. I don't know if I grabbed every tiny thing. I'm kind of annoyed that all the tablets I'm finding are just archery and bows and swords and stuff. I'm like, can I have some more magic tablets, please? Thanks. I at least know how to read them all, so I can get the permanent upgrades. And reading them is just worthwhile anyways. Might as well. Free upgrade. I know I got everything in there. I think I got everything here. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm pretty sure I did. Because you want to start YouTube. You're going to want editing software of some sort then. Adobe is supposed to be one of the best ones, but Adobe is expensive. I don't even know what it's called. We use Vegas Studio. Vegas Studio has a decent community online that if you want to know how to do anything, they'll tell you how to do it. You can also just download a free audio editing program. I forget what I have. It's audio you'd find it if you just typed in free audio editing. It's one of the easy ones to find. I almost never had to use that, but if you wanted to pull a sound out of something to reuse, you could easily use that. And the Vegas Studio will sit there and yell at you when you use it when you say open up my audio editing, it will say, I don't have one associated with me. You can attach whichever program to it, including the free one, which I have done. And it just automatically opens it up from there. I haven't used it in a long time, though. Excuse me. You have Premiere, but your laptop doesn't like it. Are you talking about Adobe? Oh, yeah. If your laptop doesn't like one audio editing program, I don't think you're going to want to try it at all. The problem is, it's not just editing. Once you're done editing, you have to compile it all, or you have to put it all into a singular file format. That will lock up your computer from being able to do anything else. And if your computer doesn't have enough power, it's just going to crash. Even with our computers as they are, we can do other things on the side, but a lot of other things that we choose to do on the side will cause the computer to chug a bit. There was something I wanted to possibly do with the pirates. Mansions of the Builders, Power of the Focus Stones. Let's go and take Satros' other relic. Adobe Premiere is very RAM hungry. I think all of them are going to be RAM hungry because Vegas Studio is also RAM hungry.
Hey,
like the moment you tell it to do editing and work, it's going to be RAM hungry.
About the relics, what about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
This piece was lying in a large building in a deep ravine.
That was the library of the ancient people. Apparently a tablet of the scholars. Many of the scripts we have found can be traced to the leader of the caste of scholars. Curiously enough, he did not leave his own name behind anywhere. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clearer, but we still don't know enough. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally.
Don't really need the gold.
I want to learn a higher level of magic.
It is still too soon for you. May Adonos
1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. All right. You love how in some camera angles it makes you look like you're talking to a bush. Well, yeah. Maybe I am talking to a bush. Maybe that's the level of intelligence Satyrus has. Why is this here? Now, I had to stop playing yesterday when I was trying to grind because I was starting to find things I needed to not find. I know of one of them that I need to find. Wow, that was quick. Oh. Stop it. Get over here. I think I'm too far down, but that's fine. Poor lizard. God damn it, Lore. Get over here. Not dealing with this. It's a bed right over there. Bodhi. That was a really high-pitched squeak in the hallway. Is that Bodhi or you? That was you. Blue Elder. Blue Elder. Healing room. Rusty axe. Just ignoring this body. He's always our kitty. He woke me up this morning. Apple. Note from the fisherman William had this on him. That's kind of depressing. When the moon is full, the watch will be distracted and sneak out, but be careful. If you follow the log road, you can leave the swamp. The pirate camp is on the other side of the valley, far to the west. From there, it should be easy to get away with the boat, a well-wisher. Which means William wanted to get out of Corinus. William's the friend of the one fisherman that that told us that his friend was missing. He probably got killed by the lizards I just murdered. Dark mushrooms, digger meat. Do I have any other pouches I have to open on me? Probably not. What I do have is 32 mushrooms. Ow. Really? There was a razor here. Hey, a potion. A ring. What kind of ring? Not like I'm gonna figure it out just by doing this again. Healer. Oh, I have 2 Ring of the Healers. Was that literally a Ring of the Healers that I just found? Right there? Figures? Whatever. I need the priest ones. Leather satchel. Where'd that leather satchel go? Leather bag with 25 coins. Woodland berry. I think I've been down here before, but I must not have always been all the way over there because I don't remember ever seeing that razor there. I'm gonna go and have him sleep at the bed anyways, because I just saw that the stars are coming out, which means nighttime's coming, which means everything's gonna get dark. And I hate trying to roam around when I can't see into the distance, so... Distant? Can't see into the distance? Distance. I can do this. Meadowberry. I have so many fucking meadowberries. And I don't know if they're supposed to be used for anything other than just meadowberries. I doubt they are. Oh, potion. Wait. What? Rough broadsword. Healing plant, healing herb. I mean, if I'm going to just level up, I might as well. Or sleep, I mean. Whatever. I'll be back. Considering I think there's... Ooh, dark mushroom. How did I almost miss that? Right there, too. There should be one here. I think I already collected stuff in here. I did. Sleep till next morning. Hold on. Tried clearing my throat while muting the microphone this time. It's not going to fully help, but we have some water too. Water. Really? Sound was messing up. I've been seeing the thunderstorm a lot again lately. I don't know if it's just the area. I don't know if it's happenstance. I don't know what. Ooh, rain keeps the blood flies from flying. I mean, they still fly when... It's better than encountering them flying around everywhere. Is what I was gonna say. How much do I have? I have 134 mana. It's higher than the amount of mana I had in Gothic 1, but Gothic 1, the fire arrow spell, which was Firebolt, only cost 1 mana to cast. Now it costs 5. Yep, there's another one here.
I think I've found something.
Ooh, another stone tablet. Silver dish, stone tablet. Shut up, bloodfly. I don't know what that is. I did not want to deal with it, just in case. Apparently not too bad. Whatever the hell it was. Blood swamp drone. I think it came from this way. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Swamp weed. Potions. Sword. Hold on. Okay. So the only reason we're going this way is we're trying to find Lance. That is the representative of the Ring of Water that was sent out by the water mages into the swamps, and they never heard back from him. So he's guaranteed dead somewhere, if not captured. Uh-oh. It's a mole rat. Really? Where's my torches? There they are. Mole rat. More mushrooms, more digger meat. Actually, speaking of mushrooms, more mushrooms. Considering I guaranteed should be able to get another series of 5 MP soon. Poor mole rats trying to live in their cave. No, screw their cave. They don't get to have a cave. They're not allowed to live happily. Reminder today, which I will try to remind a few times. 1, the stream's not going on as long as usual because we have to get our second shot. 2, the rest of the week with streaming is up in the air. That includes Thursday night, depending on how Isaac feels or I feel.
I think I've found something.
Leather satchel. Potion. You think I would get something more than like a leather satchel worth 100 gold coins? I have 8 tablets now. Death to the mole people. The moment I get 10 tablets, we're going back to Corinus and we're giving it to Vatros. Because he's supposed to give us permanent MP somehow. Whether it's through a potion or who knows what. Ew. Kind of gross. They don't drop anything. Not that I can see. It's giving you its friendship, Druce. That makes it worse, huh, Adrian? Swamp rat. Honestly, I don't want to deal with the swamp rat. Oh, shit. That was more magic than I wanted to throw at it.
Nothing there.
Shit. Really? I mean, I could probably just kill these willy-nilly on my own. I am close enough that I just want to use the bed again. But I might wait a little, because it looks like I can just kill these without worrying too much. I don't need to use magic right now. Come on. So it has iframes during that animation. Which I'm fine with. Oh, not completely. Maybe it just goes up and it's just harder to hit. I don't know. It doesn't really work. Did I do chapter 2 before Night of the Raven? No. I did initially. I backed out of it because the Seekers outside are
to be had there.
too fucking difficult for me to deal with. So, going back to it, I did enter into chapter 3. I did end up dealing with the Seeker at the one door. I did see the Seekers around the map. I had stopped my streaming with it last week, saying that I was going to do some grinding on my own. In the process of doing that, I ended up discovering how difficult the Seekers were and how much of a pain in the ass they were. I tried, even on stream, I tried using every single scroll I had to see how I could deal with them. I've tried my other spells, and then on my own I tried a few other things. I couldn't figure out how to properly deal with them. They were frustrating, so I finally decided to look up some basic tips or hints or something online. And so I basically typed in Gothic 2, how to deal with Seekers, and then Reddit, I think, in Google. And then the Reddit forums were basically of 3 different parts. The first part, which I ignored, was, you don't know how to deal with the Seekers? Ha ha ha, you suck, you should stop playing Gothic. You don't deserve a game as good as this. Because that's what some of the fan base is like, unfortunately. Anyways, I glossed over those because I'm all like, wow, you're helpful. Kept looking, ended up finding people sitting there and asking the same question over and over. Are you playing in the original game, or are you playing on the expansion? The people that were asking sat there and said, I'm playing Night of the Raven, and they said that might be the problem. The game is a lot harder if you play on Night of the Raven than it was on vanilla. They increased the difficulty to account for the expansion content. And they said, well, what do you suggest? They said, well, there's a few things you can do, but you might want to just level up and get a little bit stronger. And I was like, and the threads basically said, yeah, if you do the expansion content, you'll get a good 10 levels before you even get into chapter 3. I'm all like, oh. So I did a quick thing on, like, because I had already done enough of the main game, I was like, well, where the hell is the expansion content? Because I don't know what the expansion is and what's not the expansion. And they said, do the Water Mage quests. And I'm all like, it's probably the frickin' portals. So I ended up finishing up the basics of the Water Mage quests when I restarted this week. I went back, I sat there and I explained this whole thing that I'm explaining to you now. Said, hey, I'm going to go back, I'm going to redo... I'm going to load one of my slightly older saves, which wasn't that far back, thankfully, before I had initiated Chapter 3. I'm going to go and finish the Water Mage's portal quest, which I did, got the approval, ended up in the expansion Night of the Raven content area. So, the primary reason we're here, again, Seekers are way too difficult. Chapter 3 was proving too difficult, me playing as Pure Mage. I decided to back out a little bit and jump into the expansion. At least I have older saves. Oh yeah, no, the saves are like this. So 2x is all the expansion content I'm saving in. And here's the previous one. So this is 20 hours of playtime. I think the one that I did was this one, which was 35 hours in. Before that, I think it was 36 hours was chapter 3. The actual location that I'm at with the quests over there, the diggers and the ore, I needed to find all the crates of ore. I know where they all are. I basically have it prepped. I think all I have to do is go back to the main guy in the castle in the old camp, talk to him, tell him how many ore crates there are. He'll jump me into chapter 3 immediately. I'm prepped to go into chapter 3 immediately as soon as I'm ready. And one of the best things I have is Ice Javelin right now. Just remembered a fun fact about Gothic 1. Remember the seaside ruins where you get one of the focus stones where you have to turn into a bug to enter? No. I don't think I ever transformed into anything in Gothic 1. Are you not thinking of Gothic 3? Because I think Gothic 3... No, Risen had something. I never had to turn into anything. Oh wait, no, yes, I do know. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, because you had to turn into a bug to crawl through a hole in the wall. Yeah. I do remember that. Lonely pillar at the top of the level. I found that pillar. I have a little story with that pillar. And the story goes like this. I finished that entire keep area to get the focus stone. I grabbed the focus stone and I sat there and I said, you know, we never figured out what to do with that pillar. Let me go up there and play around with it. I went up there to play around with the pillar. That segues into what Wolver just said about best fight ever. I went up there to play with the pillar to try and figure out what was the deal with the pillar was. And suddenly it said, you just gained 1,500 experience. And because prior to that, I looked down and I was all like, where's Gorn? And I looked looked all the way down, and he was running around in circles on the bottom floor. He apparently initiated the boss fight and killed the boss on his own. I didn't even know there was a boss down there. And when I got down there, it initiated a conversation with him about the boss, and it was like, what the hell is that thing? Oh well, we're gonna have to show what we're made of. And then it immediately jumped into the conclusion cutscene where it said, whew, that fight was hard. And I was all like, yeah, it sure was. It was fucking amazing. You're supposed to topple it over to create a bridge, but they placed it backwards so you could topple it, but it falls the wrong way. Is that what that was? Someone told me I didn't have enough strength to topple it, so I left it alone. I couldn't do anything. I kept trying to mess with it for a while, and I couldn't touch it. I wonder if they fixed that with any of the content patches or anything, though. I have no idea. If you find the video, you'll PM it to me. If you can, then yeah, I would like to see that. It'd be funny. But yeah, no, there's what is this? Leather satchel. Scroll of what? It looks like lightning. That's not lightning, it's something else. Potion. Okay. Now where am I? Know I'm at the swamp, duh. But okay, there's a portal. I see where there's a portal. You don't think it was ever fixed? It's funny. I mean, there's a lot of stuff within Gothic 1 that was oh, Lance. He did not make it very far. All right, let's go back to them. He did not make it very far. I'm also gonna eat some of these. Not yet. Yeah, I still thought that boss fight was hysterical. Someone in the chat was all like, that boss fight was actually pretty cool to look at. I was all like, well, we're not seeing that now, are we? I don't even know what it was. I'm assuming it was a troll or something. I'd have to look up a video of someone fighting it. It was great. Oh my god. Is it Satyrus that I want to talk to? Possibly.
I found Lance's body.
May his soul enter the realm of Adonos. Be careful, my son. I do not want to mourn another such loss.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I have Lance's aquamarine ring here.
You had better give it to me so it does not fall into the wrong hands. May Adonos protect you.
It's Adrian. It's because if we didn't have that turned on, Isaac is the one that ends up monitoring a lot of this channel's permissions. If we hadn't turned that on, I think we get one too many private whispers from people who want to sit there and try to say things to us, and it ends up becoming way too big. Best thing to do would, if I could do this. would be to join the Discord and drop it in there under RPGs. Hi, Brad. Sorry you hate your job. I mean, I'm not surprised, but sorry you hate your job. There's a channel for like RPGs and farming. I don't remember what it's called. No, it's mining and farming is that one. That's like Minecraft and Animal Crossing type things. No, there's an RPG based channel. If you drop it in there, I'm more likely to see it. You can also if you're gonna at me, at Dilly. Not Dilzik, because there is no Dilzik in there. It's either Izik or Dilly. But at me, Dilly, and then it'll just sit there as a permanent announcement until I actually click on it and pick it up for myself. Fantasy RPG. Yeah, thank you. I have to say, Gothic being as long as it is, it's one of those games that I kind of equate it to The Witcher for the level of that it just hooks me and keeps me wanting to go with it. It's very similar in like its level of addiction that I have with it. Like, I want to play it like a hell of a lot and I don't get tired of it. I'm very interested in seeing where it goes and I like the story. I mean, granted, The Witcher has a lot more depth and intricacies, but at the same time, it also had an entire series of volumes that was written by an author behind it that built a world. So it had that going for it. But the level of just interest that I have in just the story in this, even like the little like kooky points, is just, I'm amazed at it. And it's like I had to just seriously think about what the heck keeps me going with how long I've been playing it without me feeling like I've actually played it as long as I actually have, because I know that I've been playing Gothic for a really long time. But I haven't grown tired of it. And I think part of it also has to do with, and one thing Piranha Bytes does have going for them with their systems, like anything else, is just the character progression is noticeable. Like, there's small incremental steps, but you go from being a little babu who can't even take care of himself, begging farmers for help, to barely being able to survive a single wolf, to suddenly laughing at wolves much later down the line without even realizing that wolves had stopped becoming a threat to you, to being able to just take care of yourself to a certain point. And even though a troll can punch me off into the distance and I can barely like scratch it, at some point I'm going to be able to beat that troll into the ground. That's besides you playing melee, which is the most tedious for until late game of Gothic 2. Well, I mean, I'm only doing, well, I myself am only doing melee with the wand just because I don't want to necessarily waste all my magic at the moment, but it's only because I don't have, that is the one thing that they did in Gothic 2 that I'm kind of have mixed feelings on, is if you want to go pure mage, the cost for the spells are so much higher than in Gothic 1. Granted, you can get yourself to 300 MP, but 5 MP per fucking fire arrow. Dear God. Alright. Can't deal with this. Get it. You do like enemies have set power levels? Yeah, it's noticeable when you can end up taking them on. Witcher 3 kind of messed that up. There are level 5 drowners and level 20 drowners. Yeah, but the level 20 drowners are actually like stronger, and I did like that because it means that there are areas that are more difficult. But if you're talking about like certain monsters like always being weaker, yeah, I can like, I could have gotten behind having more enemies with that, but I think they were trying not to make too many more enemies and to stick with what had already been presented within the books and just within the Witcher world itself. I appreciate that with Gothic more, is that mole rats will always be mole rats. Like, the blood flies will always be blood flies. They will always have a certain level of, like, power, whether it's being weak to whatever or being strong. I really want more of these mushrooms. Could have made red drowners or something. Do you know how much people would bitch about that, though? It's all like, oh my god, it's the same enemy but recolored. You know people bitch about that. It's done so much. Final Fantasy is like the greatest victim, is like the biggest offender of that. It works. It's understandable, but oh my god, it's a recolor. No, honestly, I was fine with the way The Witcher ended up doing it. It made sense within their world that certain things had been around a bit longer and were thus stronger or whatever, but even still within the same species. I prefer it when it does it more Gothic style, where blood flies will always be as strong as a blood fly is. And you could tell how strong an enemy is as you get used to the enemies from a distance. I prefer that a lot more. But I'm not going to knock Witcher 3's design for the monsters in that respect, because I like The Witcher 3 quite heavily. I still need to do those DLCs. But yeah. I would like to at least finish out Gothic 2 before I have to stop the daily streams. That is one of my definite goals. That does worry me. I'm like, how much am I going to be mired in this that I won't actually finish it? I will. I have at least another month and a half before I have to start sending out resumes. There we go. You think the black wolf... You mean the black troll is only a monster to a specific quest? Yes, I think so too. I don't know for sure, but... Gothic has black wolves and only black wolves are strong. Oh, that's what you said. Black wolves and only black wolves are stronger. And then there's grass scavengers are very much a thing. Those are, I don't even consider those recolors because they were also redesigns. They're very, very similar to normal scav. What the hell are you? Get out. Oh god! I made a mistake. I quick saved right there. I only need 3 of those. Stop it. All right. Too bad I don't speak German, so I won't be able to play the fantastic Total Conversion mod. I think, I thought the Total Conversion mod was Russian. Is that the one I was thinking of? Is that the one that added that new quest? I've seen some video of one. Visually, it looks great. The translations into English are comedic. I was trying to read them while I was listening to the Russian dialogue, and I was just all like, what the hell is this English translation? Because the English translation is just so laughably bad. It's funny. They even skip words here and there. But from what I saw of it, it looks like they put a lot of effort into it. Oh, there's multiple. I mean, once I'm done playing it, I'm not likely to want to go back to play it anytime soon. I have so many other games on my plate that as much as I like Gothic, I don't need to sit here and replay it to like see every different angle.
I think I've found something.
Honey tobacco, amulet, old tablet. How many tablets does that make? How many tablets? 9. What's the amulet? Amulet of... No. Amulet of the Priest. Mana bonus 10. Nice. Speaking of a German one that actually creates an entire new adventure, new handmade world. Yeah, there's a Russian one that does that. It might be the same one. I thought it was a Russian team that was working on it. It might have been a German team, and then it was converted to Russian, is what I had seen. But, where there was this cloaked guy in Sardis' tower at the very beginning that had, like, this other, like, echoey type voice type thing going on. And they made a whole new character and everything. I was watching some of it, and I was worried it sounded a little like cringy fan fiction. Because it sounded like they were trying to create stuff that had never been solidified or anything, but I don't know. I mean, it might have been totally fine. Visually, it looked great, if it's the same one. Because I know that they redid graphics and textures and stuff, and the graphics and textures look really good. Fire Nettle. I had a feeling this would be a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of different ones, so no worries. Oh, okay, so it's a different one. I'd have to look it up. I mean, if there's subtitles on YouTube, even if there's not, I might look at it a little bit to see what it looks like. Because I always am fascinated by the graphical updates that they can do. Because these 3D models aren't bad, and with some retextures, they can look even better, and certain things can easily be replaced, as we've seen. With some of the mods. And so the graphical updates could be pretty astounding at what they can end up pulling off. Okay. I know that this is probably stupid. That barely did anything. Okay. Well, I mean, if all he does is this, it might take a while, but I can take him out. Because he's more concerned with keeping himself safe. Yeah, he's slower to punching than I am at swinging. Ow. Ow. The tree, his biggest nemesis. Hold on. Excuse me. I need to... You just stay right there. I eat some meadow berries. I have a lot of these. This is why weaker, faster weapons are always better than stronger, slower ones. It seems that way. I hate playing strong, slow weapons in other games. Spamming left, right attack. I mean, hey, it's been working. Don't shame me for being a wizard with some intelligence. That's their all-important stat according to most games. Environment is OP. He's right there. Look, this is only 5. This is at least 10. This is 5, but it's 5 and 5, so whatever. Derpity derp derp. Ow! Yeah, I saw your statement about these guys are easier when cornering. I can kind of agree with that. That's why I'm trying to maneuver him this way. Because I have a feeling he will just keep on jumping back if I try and corner him. Ow. I got stuck. We'll try that again if we have to. We have to. It's kind of hard to just place it. Now he just goes through the tree. Fucking hell. If you mess up the timing... I'm sorry, what? It's not working. Ow. Ow! Yeah, I think I'm gonna run away. It's too annoying to try and deal with him right now. I think I see where he appears. Alright. It's also possible... Not lightning. I mean, I could always try Wind Fist, but I'm trying not to use Wind Fist. Where'd he go? Alright, where is he at? Okay, I see where he's located. Let's deal with him later. Out of curiosity here. Well, that does damage him. Very, very little. Whoa. This is damaging him. Ow. That's bullshit. Stay down there. Hey, Satros. Satros, whatever your name is. I've been trying not to use summon magic. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this again. I have 400 arrows for a reason. How much experience are you worth? That's not much. How many arrows do I even have left? 450. He didn't drop anything. Ugh. I'm gonna go and sleep off my lack of mana. I think I only have a handful of summon spells. I have the goblins, and most of them are keeping mostly as a just in case emergency thing. So and how many more are there going to be around the next corner? No clue. If there's more of them, we avoid them. They're not really worth the experience right now, and I'm pretty sure I can take them out given 1 or 2 more circles of magic. But for right now, we got one. Woo! But I don't think it's only just one of them. Can I get up here? I don't remember if I got up here. Oh wait, no, there's no roof. That's all right. It's been a long day of throwing like 5 fireballs. I need to sleep. Here. Into the swamp. I mean, all I know is that at least he's gone right now. I don't know how many more there are. It makes the swamp a little bit safer to run around in. Blah, 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 blah. It's not going to be properly better until I get Firestorm. Even then, I don't know how good Firestorm is in this one. Firestorm, remember, is not the same as Rain of Fire. Firestorm is the explosive AoE-based fireball. Rain of Fire is the one that rains all the fire down. Does a ton of damage. Oh, the fire nettle. Ooh, digger meat. Snapper weed. Rain of Fire makes the big struggle worth it. I didn't use Rain of Fire all that much in Gothic 1, but that was also Gothic 1. I've already used the spell scroll just out of curiosity once in this one. It does do a lot of damage. The death spells are in this one again. There's the same as the 2 that we had in Gothic 1. You have the Ring of Death, which apparently is the really, really good one. And then there's the Breath of Death, which is a single target, but it goes through everything within a straight line. Apparently that one's bugged, and I do not want that. It doesn't do the amount of damage it says it's supposed to. I don't know why. I don't think anyone knows why, at least the person that I originally saw the guide from. Guide being the loose terms because I didn't really follow or pay attention to anything else. I was just noticing when they were saying which spells are bugged, and apparently the Breath of Death is bugged. Which is a little sad. Okay, there's supposed to be this. Didn't I already get this? I don't remember. I might have. Yep. That's another mansion right there, I think. That's why there's one of the stones there. So every time I put down a focus stone to open up a teleport, I get experience for the mages. And I think it actually gets me closer. You go down the original way. But you're not worth my mana. Have I been in the penal colony? Yes. I have been. I got most of chapter 2's stuff done. So if you haven't been here before, Xenon, the basic information. I keep repeating it, but I'll repeat it as necessary because I know a lot of people have questions how far I've gotten the main quest. I unlocked chapter 3, dealt with the first seeker at the door, killed it, but it required me to use a spell scroll that I was keeping as an emergency. And then I saw how many seekers were on the outside. After being frustrated on my own off stream, trying to grind in the area to level myself up, because I figured, oh, I just need to level up a little bit more or just figure out a strategy for the Seekers. I finally looked online for some hints or tips on how to deal with those dark spellcasters, and the tips basically came back to, oh, you have Knight of the Raven installed. You really should be getting more levels because the game is harder with Knight of the Raven. And then the other suggestions people had given to other people who'd asked the question was, go and do the expansion content, because it's meant for you to be able to do it earlier if you want to, because you can get up to 10 levels in it. So I backed out to a previous save because, once again, my saves look like this. So, and they're saved off in very specific areas. So I was able to load to a previous save that was like an hour prior to me unlocking Chapter 3. I figured out how to get into the expansion content, which was just finish the Water Mages stuff, which I originally was trying to do before I abandoned and continue with the main quest. And I put myself in here to make myself stronger because the Seekers are just absolutely infuriating. You know what's lurking around the cast. Imagine the satisfaction of running through that with Rain of Fire. I don't know if I can get to Rain of Fire at that point, though. Rain of Fire, I think, is the 4th or 5th circle, isn't it? I think it's possible for me to unlock the 3rd circle before even getting into Chapter 3, probably with this expansion from the sound of it. I think it's possible for me to unlock the 4th circle by the end of Chapter 3. Oh. Are you stuck up there? But yeah, no, Ice Javelin I didn't have until I came here, and all the spells I had that dealt decent damage couldn't put a scratch on the Seekers. The Seekers are very, very resistant to magic. I am aware of that now. I did discover on my own before I even saw the official statement that they are not resistant to Fist of the Wind, but I have no desire to get a rune of Fist of the Wind. So I've been buying up Fist of the Wind spell scrolls as a just in case I need to use those more. Skin of a swamp shark. I was worried that there would be swamp sharks here, but how did I deal with swamp sharks in the first one? I don't remember if I used charged up fireballs, which you can't even charge up fireball anymore. Or if I used firebolt or whatever, firestorm. I think I used firestorm. It's later, yes, but unless you want to put many hours in it, you don't deal with those orcs until then anyhow. Yeah. Really? You just waited patiently. How nice.
Nothing there.
Are you talking about the orcs in the old camp? I've already killed out a bunch of them. That was one of my grinding points. I used to, so I would go inside the old camp's castle, sleep, run outside, kill one or two orcs with fireballs, and then I'd run back inside and sleep to regenerate my MP. I totally made use of the beds in the area for that. Oh my god, really? Everything? You, all of you. I just don't want to deal with you. God damn it.
Nothing to be had there.
Sure, you did that too at one point, but you don't recommend it. No, it doesn't work all the time, because when you get to the when you get to the orc shamans, I've noticed that the orc shamans always come accompanied with one or two orc warriors, and they will never break away from them. And if you attack one or the other, you'll always aggro the others, so you can't deal with shamans. Orc elites, I have managed to kill one, but it wasn't part of this save file. I killed it the same way I killed this golem. I kind of like got in a location the orc couldn't reach, and I just hit it with a ton of arrows. It took something like 200 arrows though, because at the time I was doing like no worthwhile damage at all, because I'm not focusing on bows. And I killed them. I mostly did it to see if I could do it. I was able to do it, and I was like, wow, I can actually do that. But then it took like way too many arrows. It wasn't even worth doing it again. I don't not wait. That's worthwhile. Yeah. I might as well just do this.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
You don't need any more gold. Guarding the Dark Mages, you only really need to deal with the one guarding the gate to the valley. All the others you can evade. You wouldn't have needed to go back to the old save, really. Yeah, I didn't, like... The thing was, I didn't know how much I was going to have to run around the map to figure out where I needed to go in order to get into this content, because I didn't know where I was going. So I ended up pulling up the old save. I'm fine with doing that, honestly, because when I tried running around the mages, yes, you can run around them. Some of them were more difficult to get around than others and were killing me, and I just didn't want to feel like dealing with them. Why am I talking to you?
May Adonos protect.
Shut up. How much money do I have? 13,000. I have 81 magic potions. But if I can teleport now, why? But yeah, no, I was fully aware I did not need to reload. I did it out of convenience. Hard save into 2x into the swamp. So the 2 is I'm still on chapter 2. The X is saying that I'm in the expansion for that save. How many of the tablets do I have? 9 still? Because I did say once I get 10, I'm going back to Kurnus. With what I have, turning those into Vatras, and I will talk to whoever I have over there, including what's his name, with his friend about the fishermen. Reminder to anyone who's watching, and I will try and say it multiple times, we are ending earlier today than normal. For those of you who are new to the channel, I usually try to go until about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. I try to do about 8 hours of streaming, though this week has been very wonky with my allergies. Because we live in an area where pollen is assaulting humanity and trying to kill all of us. Isaac and I are getting our second vaccine shot today, and it's set to about 2:45, so I'm planning on ending probably about 1:30 to make sure I have plenty of time, probably 1:45 honestly, to make sure we have plenty of time to get ready and get there without any problems. The rest of the week, unfortunately, based upon the reaction to the shot, is going to be up in the air. If I feel fine tomorrow, I will get up and I will be streaming. I might also end up sleeping in as a result of vaccine shot, as a result of I don't know. We're just, if we're live, we're live. If we're not, we're not, is all I have to say. And it's probably just going to be that way for the remainder of the week. Is that supposed to be a swamp shark out there? I wish I could give something a little bit more concrete, but based upon what different people have said about how the vaccine shot's supposed to affect different people, because it seems to be up in the air. I've heard some people say they've been sick for a few days. I've heard some people say they never got sick. I've heard some people say they got sick for only a day. I've heard some people say that it hits 2 days afterwards. I've heard some people say it hits a few hours afterwards. I've heard some people sit there and say it just hits a day. It's just, everyone's up in the air. Everyone seems to be different. Some people feel nothing. Either way, by the weekend, we should be fine again for our normal hours. Sims 3 streams Dabbling with Divinity will officially be not this Sunday, but the following Sunday we will be having a Dabbling with Divinity stream. That is my plan. I've been asked enough about it, and I think Evan Bear popping into stream yesterday and asking when I was going to do it again kind of like made me realize I need to come with a hard day. So the hard date is not this Sunday. The next Sunday, we will be having a Dabbling with Divinity stream. It will be longer than a normal Sims 3 stream used to be, just because I've been putting it on hiatus. And I think that might be the case for most Sims 3 streams from now on. We'll find out. Okay, so I can do damage to you. You do not last very well. Worth a lot of experience, though. Bodhi, what are you doing? Hold on, I need to make attempts to look like I'm getting up. I rolled back away from the desk. He's trying to get on the bookcase. He's looking for a toy, I noticed. That's what he's climbing the bookcase for. He's not climbing it to climb it. Because he pulled off a small little stuffed toy earlier today off the bookcase. And I realized he's looking for a toy to play with. I think we might have to get him a little, like, small little mouse or something. Not like a real one, you know what I mean. Do you guys take crack before you go to battle? Bodhi's on the hunt. Common for all vaccines, there's always a percentage chance of bad side effects. Yeah, but apparently the COVID vaccine, people have been very up on. You feel really shitty. Oh, there's someone there. Hey, Bodhi. He's calming down. He's on the chair next to me now. He's. Potion. Let me double check my potions and make sure none of these are like not permanent upgrade potions. I don't think they are, but no, because I now have 4 speed potions. You don't want to get banned, so you won't comment on it. Yeah, well, I mean, we try to say not to like, fucking hell. Like, we try to say limit any real world, like, drama, politics, whatever, especially if it enters into the social, political, or political spectrum to a minimum. Actually, we say don't even go there. Not even keep it to a minimum. But we've already had our first shot in March. People had told us that, oh, you'll get sick then. Because Isaac kept on saying that, and I kept on going, shoulder shrug, everyone's different, we'll see. I didn't get sick at all. I didn't feel anything. Isaac had a sore arm, but he also had a nurse that jabbed him in the arm. So he was all like, it's the vaccine. I'm all like, or it could be the nurse not knowing how to stick you in the arm. Because the nurse that I had, he was a pretty man. He did a really good job. I didn't have any arm pain. That's also way better than the flu shot that I've gotten. But he also said the flu shot is viscous, and it's the flu shot is what the shot itself for the flu shot hurts, not the needle. I was kind of surprised about that. He said the needle's bigger, but because the flu shot is so viscous, that's what ends up hurting people's arms. Although I'm pretty damn sure more than enough nurses, when I've gotten the flu shot, have sat there and stuck me wrong because my arm is seriously hurt for days afterwards with that shot. Nurse went stabby. Hey, Bodhi. But our area is, when I was in Los Angeles, you couldn't get a flu shot without paying for it. Our area over here in Pennsylvania, the 2 major hospitals, at least one of the major hospitals, recognizes that they have a lot less people coming into their emergency room when people get the flu shot, so they actually give it out for free. There's a weekend or two where they sit there and say, if you live in this area, just... And there's an amusement park near us. They say you just drive in through there. It's either there or the sports stadium nearby. They say you go to one of those wherever they're holding it. It's literally a drive-through. Roll down your window, you fill out the form that they give you on the clipboard. You put your arm out the window, they stick you that way. It's relatively quick and easy to do. It's like a 15-20 minute excursion. You never have to get out of your car. Alright. So we learned relatively quickly those guys are bad. So let's murder them. Oh, you know what? Hi.
You again? Try to pick another fight with me, are you?
How's it going?
You want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going. First, some pirates brought me here on a stormy night. Man, I barfed all over that nutshell. Then Raven locked up the mine because some idiots are too greedy for gold. And then Franco became the leader of the hunters, killing anybody who's against him. I'd say it's going pretty badly.
Can you teach me something?
I know a lot about blood flies. I hate those miserable beasts. Even more than I hate Franco. But I know how to tear their stingers and wings from their dead bodies. Yeah, tear them out. Besides that, I know how to remove the secretion from the stinger. If you want, I can teach you all that junk. Of course, nothing is free out here.
I don't really need that.
About the blood fly?
What do you
Curious. Yeah, I don't need that. Because that's a poison from that secretion. And that's probably more of a bow type thing. I don't know. Fun time in an amusement park and a drive-in, a free shot. What a way to spend the day. Except in our area, remember, because when the weather changes, they close down the amusement park. Because they can't have it open during the winter. Flu season's around in the winter time. Winter or fall? I want to say winter, but it's probably fall. The amusement park's already closed by that time, so the parking lot's not getting used for anything else anyways.
How did Franco get to be the leader?
Quite simply, he killed Fletcher. He was the leader of the hunters before. Fletcher was okay. Franco's just jerking us all around.
The guy's actually sitting down. He thought he was halfway second. No, he's not.
Hey. I thought you were trying to pick a fight with me. Did you change your mind? You prefer talking, right?
You believe the bloodfly things are for alchemy? It might be, but I haven't been bothering with alchemy. I thought I was going to and I wanted to, but it's too many LPs for alchemy.
How's it going?
Either you'll get eaten by a beast, or you'll get eaten by a beast. This swamp will be our grave.
Did his voice just changed? I can never tell. They use different voice actors at times.
What do you know about this valley?
There's lots of old stuff here. Raven's ordered us to gather up everything. No idea what he wants with it. But nobody in his right mind would risk his neck for a few old rocks.
Is there anything new?
We really put one over on those pirates. They provided us with prisoners, but never saw a coin for it. No wonder they're angry. But what can they do? Attack the camp?
Ugh. I could technically avoid them, but wearing this bandit outfit, it's like no protection. player character's not in his right mind, alright. Nah, the nameless hero's fine. They're just swamp drones. Oh. Yeah, I'm not dealing with you. Four? Really? Alright, here. Oh god, another swamp golem. Claws. Oh. Scroll, potion, claws, chest. Fire arrow. Look, more arrows. Gold nugget. Gold ring. I don't think I can jump up there. Think about all the crazy stuff the Nameless Hero is doing. If you were to roleplay, you'd probably still be farming for the Rice Lord. I mean... I still like the point when he ended up stealing all the magic from the Water Mage's ore. That was great. Bodhi, where did you go? Did I get this? I don't remember. Yep. No? Damn it. Where am I? All the way there. It has to be to the south. This way. Right? Defeated the sleeper in his pajamas. Oh, sorry, Necromancer Rose. Could have taken the magic ore armor to the old camp blacksmith to upgrade it. You could? I didn't know that. I don't care. What old camp blacksmith? You mean the one that was in the middle of the old camp? I murdered him. All the way down here. Or are you talking about the one that was in the outer ring? That guy didn't seem like he could do anything. Healing plant. Dark mushroom. There was an imprisoned smith inside the castle. There was? I don't know. I don't think I ever got into the cells. There's a few areas I don't think I ever fully got to in that one. Hey. Stop it. Gomez had the key to Stone Cell. Oh. Yeah, I never helped Stone. I didn't even know it was a thing. Storm Cudgel. What the fuck is this? $115 strength required. Huh. Well, I'm not using that anytime soon. Or ever. What is my strength? 23. Secrets are secrets. Well, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of stuff within Gothic 1 that I definitely didn't figure out. I know that. The game had a lot in it, which was really cool. I would love to have seen what the game was intended to be in its finished state without all the cut content, I mean. It would have been pretty interesting. Oh my god, really? Alright. Fucking hell. All of you, fucking calm your shit. God. There was an expansion of the making for Gothic 1. They scrapped it, went straight to Gothic 2. From what I understand, they didn't scrap it entirely. They took it and they transferred it into Gothic 2. They were originally working on an expansion for Gothic 1 and then ended up just deciding to make Gothic 2 instead. But I thought that they took a lot of the ideas and intentions from that expansion and put it into Gothic 2. It's hard to find a lot of information with regards to Gothic as far as this entire process, but I have found some stuff. It's the one to my right. Why am I looking? This one or left? One to my right. Promptly head to my left. What the hell? Most info's in German. Yes, I've seen that. The thing that I don't understand is why there aren't closed captions that translate a lot of the German information on YouTube into English. It's not that hard to do the closed captions, especially these days. But they haven't updated a lot of that stuff. There's also a lot of German YouTubers that will talk about Gothic that do have information, and they do give out that information in English. Which is where I found a lot of the stuff. Where did that one rat go? I think that's it. I will say that the more I look into Gothic and the more information I find, the more I do see that Piranha Bytes as developers, while I feel like they should learn to polish up their games a little bit more, they have a lot of passion in what they end up putting out there. And I don't think they stick, I don't think they so much stick with the Gothic formula because it was a winning formula for them, so much as it allows them to create the type of games that they really want to create. Like, they really want this immersive type of experience, and I really appreciate that, because being able to do as much as you can within Gothic is really cool, and you can do that within Risen at least. Granted, Risen still feels janky and not as polished as some game engines do, but with what I've experienced of it, with what you can do, it's really, really cool. Like, there's a reason why I'm interested in a lot of the stuff that they have to do. Now, Elix aside, it's like I've mentioned multiple times, Elix doesn't hold any interest for me just because post-apocalyptic future thing is already two genres that are lower end on what I'm interested in, and when I looked up magic in it, because there is magic within Elix, it seems so little compared to what they've done previously that I've lost interest in it. Oh, and Risen 2. I have, like, no interest in Risen 2. Because I feel like the only type of magic they have in Risen 2, because they decided to go full-on pirate, is voodoo. And it's very corny-looking voodoo, too. But I've also been told stay away from Risen 2. And I've heard the reviews of Risen 2 being absolute garbage. Like, it has so many problems. Not as much as the Xbox port. Because I've heard the Xbox port was an absolute mess. Too bad they overdid themselves with Gothic 3 Ambition. What a sad story. From what I understand, it was one, they overdid themselves with the Ambition. The other thing that I understand from the information that I have gotten was that Joe Wood, who was their publisher... The one thing I've noticed, too, I will say, is I think Gothic 1 was not initially published by Joe Wood. It was published by a different company. That publisher ended up going out of business, I think. It seems like Piranha Bytes has had a lot of bad luck with publishers in the past. Joe Wood ended up picking them up with Gothic 2, and Gothic 2 was like Joe Wood's successful game that they ended up publishing. Prior to Gothic 3's release, Joe Wood was involved with another game that they had put out, which was an extreme failure and cost the studio, the publishing company, lots and lots of money. In an attempt to recoup their losses, and I may be a little bit wrong with this information, but in an attempt to recoup their losses, Joe Wood pushed Piranha Bytes to release Gothic 3 a lot sooner than it was intended to be released, because they desperately needed to bring in some income. There was a lot of points of contention, I guess, from between the publisher and the development studio at the time, between Piranha Bytes and Joe Wood, already, and that ended up being like the last nail in the coffin that caused a lot of the problems. Unfortunately, due to the contractual obligations and everything, Joe Wood ended up retaining the rights to the Gothic franchise. From what I remember, Joe Wood retained the rights to Gothic 2 and 3. Gothic 1 had been purchased from the prior publishing company by Piranha Bytes. So Piranha Bytes maintained the rights and property and intellectual property behind Gothic 1. Gothic 2 and Gothic 3 remained with Joe Wood. As a result, Piranha Bytes was not able to continue with their series even though they had control over Gothic 1. Joe Wood Studios decided to try and continue to recoup any losses they had previously. Gothic 3 still sold well despite all of its bugs and its jank. And made them a decent amount of money, and they decided to run with that. Joe Wood ended up hiring an Indian-based developer that was not very good with games to create an expansion pack for Gothic 3 with the intention of doing a segue into Gothic 4, which was Arcania. And they used the same developer, I believe, for Arcania that they ended up using for Gothic 3. Or Gothic 3's expansion, I should say. The expansion was bad. The developer also created Arcania. Arcania is considered really bad. Arcania has a lot of problems. I don't know to what extent. I was almost tempted to buy it just to, like, laugh at it. But what little I've looked at online, it makes me not want to ever, ever, ever touch it. It's supposed to be absolutely horribly bad. There's a reason why the fan base pretends there is no Gothic 4. There is a Gothic 4. It was not made by Piranha Bytes. It is shit. Like, you might as well embrace the truth. There is a Gothic 4. It is crap. It was also based on Joe Wood's attempt to, like, make money off of what they were able to hold on to, considering they were failing. By the way, Gothic 4 was the last nail in the coffin for them. It was so bad, it was critically reviewed horribly. They lost a ton of money. The studio closed down shortly afterwards. That's Joe Wood. THQ Nordic has since, and I don't know how, gotten a hold of the licensing for the Gothic franchise, which is why they are working on the remake. But Piranha Bytes is not involved. I'm not necessarily against Piranha Bytes not being involved, from what I understand, just because there's a remake. And I would like to... I really wish... I have no idea what Piranha Bytes is working on. Like, I am actually curious to know what they're working on, because they seem to release a game every 2 to 3 years, at least in the past. Elix released 3 years after Risen 3. That was in 2017, I think I saw. They don't have anything else that's been released since then. But the company's still around. So they're guaranteed working on something. Oh god, the Indian Gothic 3 add-on, it was hilarious. I've heard so many bad things about it. Ergo, there's no Gothic 4. Arcania's not that bad, apparently it just shouldn't be called Gothic. It's... I've heard it was shit. And the thing is, like, as someone who likes to play a spellcaster, the thing with Arcania that gets me from the Wikipedia article I saw is that magic has been reduced to 3 spells. There's only 3 spells in the world, but as you upgrade the spells, it changes what the spell does. That's not what I want my spellcasting characters to be like. Arcania is not as bad as Gothic 3 for saying God. It's alright, there's nothing to write home about, but not a complete disaster. Elix 2 is in the making. Oh, that makes me sad. I don't want Elix 2. I've heard Elix is actually a lot of fun to run around in. Maybe I'll eventually cave and just get it. I'll probably wait for a sale to get it, because like I said, the post-apocalyptic future stuff doesn't interest me. And yes, I know there's magic involved in it, but I'm not interested in the type of magic they have. I've already looked and seen what the spells were like, and there's like Berserker magic or Cleric magic is what they call them. Dragon's Dogma had great magic spells. I love Dragon's Dogma. I would love to see another redo of Dragon's Dogma. Or not even a redo of Dragon's Dogma. I would like to see Dragon's Dogma done properly. Which is essentially, if you want to know what I mean by that, I would like to see them make a Dragon's Dogma 2, keep the combat as good as it is, keep the spells as good as it is, keep the world as good as it is, but make the world worth exploring, because that's its downfall. The world is not interesting to explore in Dragon's Dogma. And if you disagree with me on that, all I have to sit there and say, and everyone does seem to agree with this, is think back to the last time you explored that world and you felt rewarded for actually exploring the unknown locations. You don't get anything outside of treasure chests, and yes, the treasure chests are like, ooh, this is a reward. The treasure chests have random stuff inside of them, and the stuff is no better than what you would find in any old random treasure chest you get anywhere else. There's no reason to explore in Dragon's Dogma, and that makes me sad. Beyond that, Dragon's Dogma is fantastic. Love it. Great. Love its system. Loved its multiplayer concept system. I am gonna have to deal with all of you. Shit. Alright. Only one of you. Only one of you. It's 2 of you. With all the ups and downs, you're in favor, though, of developers like these, though? Imagine EA and Sybil are owning everything. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't say that I hate EA. They still have, like, some studios that they have that push out stuff that I like. I mean, I really like the last Star Wars game, the Jedi... whatchamacallit? The one I can't remember the name of at the moment. I really like that one. It was fantastic. Fallen Order, yes. Fallen Order was fantastic. Good storytelling, good storyline, lots of fun to play. Really good world, worth exploring. It was fantastic. All right, just that's it. Conan O'Brien's Big Adventure. I've never heard it called that way, Angel Yumio. That's funny. Yes, that's a pretty accurate explanation for the character. I really got attached to the character. He's a well-written, well-done character. Yes, he has some of his little mood points at times that make me want to like slam my head on a desk, but for the most part, the overall storytelling within Fallen Order, the characters, it was well designed, it was well put forward. It was well done. I don't have a bed nearby. That's how I dealt with these things last time. We're dealing with this. Featuring that chick from Wolfenstein 2. Wait, was she in Wolfenstein 2? Wait, which one are you talking about? You're talking about the what's her name on the ship, or are you talking about what's her name from the planet? Witchy girl, or I'm a sad former Jedi girl. Did he seriously block me? Hey, look. What's the name of the ship? You think she has the voice actors? They all have the voice actors' faces. They mocapped all of their faces. No, I think it's the one I'm thinking about. Only Wolf 2, she has an afro. Yeah, it's her. Yeah. No, I like her as an actress. I can't for the life of me remember where else I've seen her, but I do like her as an actress quite a bit. Why am I eating these? Because they're 15. But yeah, no, the one thing I was mentioning yesterday, I think, and I mentioned beforehand is, so Isaac and I in tandem have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the side, and a few friends have made comments about some of the ridiculousness of things like taking baths and getting your hair cut and everything in Red Dead Redemption 2. I have to say I like that level of immersion within the world. I was playing it a few days ago, and out of nowhere I just realized, I'm like, oh my god, if they had a fantasy version of this where you play as a fantasy character going on an adventure where you have to have this level of immersion, where you set up a camp, where you go hunting, where you take care of your own stuff, and you're still adventuring, but at the same time you have to make sure you set up camp, you have to make sure you cook your stuff after you hunt it, I would be hooked. Like, a fantasy level of that. Don't ever expect it from Rockstar. They're busy making Grand Theft Auto 5 again. They're in cahoots with Bethesda. Bethesda's like going, Skyrim, we love you, and Rockstar's all like, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best game ever. There we go. I'll just eat a bunch of these. But yeah, no. Dragon's Dogma hits a lot of the levels of that kind of adventure where you go around, you have to maintain just your lantern, which is a nice little touch. The feel of exploring the dungeons feels like actual dungeons, which I've really, really liked in Dragon's Dogma. I never finished Dragon's Dogma, by the way. I always got around to the same point and just kind of lost interest, or I didn't exactly lose interest. Last time I said I was going to stream it and finish it, and I noticed the viewer count dropping steadily every single day it went past, because it gets tiring after a while. It's a great game, but it's boring to watch over and over and over because it doesn't really do anything different after you've gotten to a certain point. And I get that. But Dragon's Dogma hit the tip of the iceberg on what could be capable of in a really immersive fantasy-based environment. And if you take the level of immersion that Red Dead has and turn that into a fantasy world, dear God, I would be hooked. All right, you, get out here. No, just one of you. Just one of you, please. Look. This is what I have to do, because they're way too resistant to magic, and it takes 2 Wind Fist spells to destroy them. And it takes 2 charged Wind Fist spells to destroy them. I know this is super tedious. This is tedious to me, but welcome to my life. I mean, if I didn't want to be eating these plants, I would probably just be running towards a bed. Like, but what about your healing potions? No, you don't understand. I have 79, I have like 120, I have like 150 potions. I need those later. Salad, that's what we're having. Lots of salad. Here's the mushroom. That was... I ate a king sorrel. I ate a king sorrel. Ugh. Why didn't I save before I did any of that? Hey, only one of them came out this time. This worked better. Okay, now what does that mean for the uninitiated? So if I pay the points to learn potions such as the ability to permanently increase my strength score, you absolutely need King Sorrel in order to create those potions, and there's only something like 11 or 20 of them in the game. And I ate one of the 4 I have. Which by itself only gives me 5 hit points, but look at its value. It's worth 500. Because it's only used to create potions that permanently increase your stats. Whatever. Give me some of this elder bear. Give me some of this. We're gonna taunt these things out. All right. Hey. Hey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop trying to block. I like how it holds up its hands like, no, stop. Stop it. You're not punching me. I am punching you. And apparently I'm losing my momentum sometimes. There we go. Apparently... There we go. All right. They do a shit ton of damage. Healing plant. This is 20. Chapter 2, Sakita sells 1 King Sorrel. I did see it. I haven't bought it from her yet. I think she sells it just in any chapter. I've noticed that the merchants don't change their stuff. They just add to them with every chapter. So if you don't get it in chapter 2, she'll still have it in the later chapters. Only one of you, please. Wait, is that it? Just the one more? It can't be it. You can get 11 King's Sorrow for merchants in chapter 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I also don't know if I'm the only potion I would learn is the one to permanently increase my strength, since I'm not spending anything else on it. If I can buy it from merchants, I'm gonna save up 20 to get that potion then. And I might as well make it. I think it would be beneficial. So once I get a 10th stone tablet, which I probably get in here, I'm going back to Corinus. I'm gonna pick up that potion recipe since I have 55 learning points. I'm gonna make the strength potions. And I'm gonna buy the thing from Sagada. And we'll continue from there. Please don't have any extra side rooms. I'm at least getting decent crits on them. Wait, what was that? Stone Sentinel's key. Fits a chest in a strange old building in the swamp. Did any of them else have anything? I don't think so. I think he was the only one. None of these guys had. These Stone Sentinels. The water mages were all like, we managed to kill a few of them. I'm all like, here's my stick. I'm gonna go smack them over the head. To be fair, when we first dealt with them, those things murdered us. They also murdered an entire farm. That farm is mine now. Let us never forget that. They did give us a farm. I have a leather pouch I picked up. Potion. Potion. Whatever will I do with these potions? Oh my god. Or sort of. Be able to see out through the wall. Let me see. Hold on. Skeleton bone. Skeleton bone. Fucking hell. The camera going through the wall. So far, I haven't had anything get up out of coffins when I take stuff, so I've been very appreciative of that. Potion. Potion. A ring. What ring is this? Ring of the Healers. 2 Ring of the Healers now. 2 Ring of the Priest. Do I have an Amulet of the Priest? I do. I have an Amulet of the Priest and 2 Rings of the Priest. Alright. I want to see what that does if I equip all 3. Potion. Potion. I'll probably regret equipping all 3, honestly. Scroll that looks like Fireball. That looks like Awakened Golem? Which I still don't know what good that is. Unless it's supposed to summon a golem. Alright. 2 green stone tablets. Wait, where's the fucking regular stone tablet? I need one! You pieces of shit! I was looking forward to a regular one. Give me the stone. Skeleton bone. All the other ones, all the other houses so far, I've been seeming to find regular stone tablets lying around. Like this one, I'm not. It was this ice block. That's what I got. Ice block's okay. I mean, green stone tablets. That's still good. 46 claws. Honey tobacco. Huh. unicorns, leather bag. Leather bag with 100. Another 100. 225 ones. 14,000 gold. You know, I'm actually kind of glad that I now know that I can get 11. I can buy a total of 11 King Sorrel from merchants, because that definitely makes buying the recipe worthwhile. Granted, that's only one recipe. I know that there's one from Sagada that would increase my mana permanently, but you need to learn all the mana potion recipes first. And I honestly don't know how much I want to do that. Did I already get this X? I think I did. That one? Yeah, I did. Oh, don't go down there. Not there. King Sorrel. Haha. Alright, that makes 5 King Sorrel. 5 King Sorrel, which makes for... It's either +3 or +5 strength. I think it's +3 it gives you. Might give you +5. You get it from Constantino. You need to know at least one potion. I already know how to make a healing potion and a mana potion. Which I'm not sorry about learning how to make, because the mana potions definitely help me bolster how many mana potions I actually have. $25 overall in the game. That's more than I was seeing, because I was trying to look up how many there were in the game, and originally it was like 20. Someone was like 20, and then someone else was like, no, 11. I'm like, 11 with... Okay. 11 with merchants, 25 total. So 14 are out in the world. I've already found 5 in the world, which means it's nightmare. By the way, in Gothic 1, right before the final boss, did I loot the orc mummies? I don't remember if I looted the orc mummies. I think I did. With all the potions that were in them, yeah. I had so many potions that increased everything. It was ridiculous. I also looted the orc mummies in the orc catacombs, but I did that on my own because originally when I was playing it on stream, I had completely skipped over the orc mummies there. The save file when I played Gothic 1 got corrupted, near as I can tell, because I had to do a search online for anyone who didn't see it. Everything that was interactable was slowly turning either green or cyan or light blue or a magenta. And it was slowly getting worse and worse and worse on every interactable object within the world in Gothic 1. When I ended up searching online to see what had happened, the nearest anyone could figure out was it happens when the game file, when your save game in Gothic 1 becomes corrupted. It happens as a result of saving while you're using the Marvin sheet, which I had done because someone had suggested it to get past some of the better nature mods, the big, like the nature mod expansion I had done, which caused clipping issues. I know I had saved at some point during it. I couldn't figure out what save file went before it, so I ended up not playing Gothic 1 for a while, and I replayed it all on my own from the beginning, get back to where I was, and in the process, when I went through the orc cave again, I took my time when I wasn't streaming it, and I searched that one room a little bit, and I noticed I could search those orc mummies, and I was like, holy crap. And then I noticed that there were switches hidden in the walls, which opened up the other cages for the other alcoves, and I found so much stuff in there. But when I first did it on stream, I didn't find any of that. I completely went past it. God damn it, Wolver. See what you made me do. Put my weapon away. I hydrated. They had a perma. Yeah, I got those perma upgrade potions. Hi, Cortez. Get over here. Piss me off. At this point, I don't want to spend any LP on upgrading my strength. I don't want to put any learning points into the strength, but I'm willing to put the 20 points into upgrading, getting that strength upgrade potion, just to be able to get my strength up artificially. But then again, I don't know. How many of those do I have? Hold on. I'd have to see. I am a little up in the air. I think they were like goblin something. The dexterity ones, I said fuck it, and I just ate those. King Sorrel, I have 5. Dragon Root, I have 6. If that's +3, that's a maximum of 15 strength right now for 20 LP, which is not that great. I also haven't been looking for them, and I was noticing Dragon Root seems to appear most often on stumps, I want to say, but I may be wrong. Yeah, stop worrying about that. Fireweed's good. Get over here. Is that? That's a dark mushroom. I mean, since I'm not really going for a strength-based character, I don't desperately care about upping my strength. But at the same time, it does allow me the option to equip something better. Because as much as I like the 20 MP I'm getting from the staff, a better weapon to use as my backup when I'm not using spells is kind of what I relied on in Gothic 1. And I think I would rely on... I'm definitely relying on it in this one. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. Good all this cheese. Entire hunk of cheese. Okay, so what I said I was gonna do. I'm using Aura Skin, Astral Power, Invincibility. Priest. Mana, 169. I mean, that's good. It's dropping my protection for my weapons down to 62 from... What was it before? Hold on. It was Aura Skin. Astral Power. Invincibility. 75, 75, 11, 11. Down to 62, 62. I mean, that's good, but it's also not great, only because my only reason I'm survivable is because of all the protection. It is a nice boost. Because it takes me from 129 up to 160. It gives me an extra 40 mana, which is really good. We're already here. Let's just use this. Where's the next one? It's at the bandit camp, which I could technically just get to. I've already put 3 down. That would be the 4th. There's a 5th one somewhere. But you know what? I could also give these green tablets.
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clearer, but we still don't know enough. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally.
About the relics. I'll see whether I can...
Good. May Adanos protect...
I have a feeling if I give them all the tablets from all of the temples, they'll allow me to join the water mages. Why'd I run away from him? Go up here. Another hydrate. God damn it, Boulder. Sleep until next morning. All right. Okay. Hard save. Fast, quick save. Okay. They're gonna attack me on sight. Oh, digger meat. Thanks, guys. You're just a black goblin. Get over here. I don't know how hard he's gonna hit because I have the change in the outfit, but not hard at all. Freaking hate them. Swamp weed. I can make more joints. It takes a lab bottle just to make a joint. Like, becoming a drug dealer cost me my freaking precious potion bottles. Very upset by that. Why can't I become an efficient drug dealer? Hey guys. Want some drugs? Important hint. What is this? Hey people, the stuff in the chest is for emergencies and it's for everyone, so only take something if you need it and only take as much as you need. If everybody sticks to this, it will work. Fletcher? Fletcher's here.
What does he know about duty?
I hate all of this.
That's totally obvious. He really should have known better.
I don't need any of those.
Same old thing all over again.
There's a bed right here. No one has to know anything. Because this is a Gothic 1, drugs are too weak. Apparently if you smoke one of the drugs, I think it's Dreamweed, it gets you high and makes time move slower. I'm assuming it just makes the day-night cycle appear, happen less often. And I love that idea. Hey, Miguel.
What are you doing here? Are you looking for something?
Plants. I'm looking for plants. Most of the stuff that grows here can be used for something. Many plants have healing properties. and you can smoke swamp weed reefers.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
my time behind the barrier, I worked as an alchemist.
You did?
Why did they put you behind the barrier?
I worked with mind-altering potions. A lot. One evening, my master Ignaz drank my experiment instead
Ignaz?
of his wine. That rendered him temporarily, unpredictable. And since then, he's been somewhat confused. The mages had me thrown behind the barrier for that. Research into forbidden knowledge, they called it.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Not much. I've never been in there myself. Only Raven's people were there from the beginning. All the others who came later, like me, have to wait until they need new people.
When do they need new people?
Well, when they're missing some in there. If a digger gets himself eaten by a mine crawler, they let one of us replace him. Sometimes they also kill each other. But they've been better about that lately. Raven has controlled the access to the mine somehow so that not everyone can get in at the same time. But I don't know exactly how that works. I've never been inside.
Can you teach me something?
No time. I am here to get gold, and as long as I can't get into the camp, I make a living by selling my herbs. But if
Wait.
you need a few potions, I still have some.
Yes.
Let's deal.
Obviously, you missed this knotweed. Meadow knotweed is needed in order to make any of your potions. So you have a basic herb that you need, which is like, if you're making a healing potion, you need like a healing herb, like the healing plant. But you also need a meadow knotweed. So meadow knotweeds are vital to making any of the potions. Nothing regrows within the Gothic games, from what I understand. So once you pick it, it's picked. There's a lot they put, but weed. Oh yeah, I have a whole shit ton of weed. It's just in order to make the actual like reefers, it costs you a alchemist bottle. Granted, those are relatively plentiful, but it feels like a waste because you can't sell it for anywhere near as much as you used to be able to. You can still sell it. I just haven't been. I mean, I have whenever I found it. I've been like, you want some drugs, man? Want some cool-ass drugs, man? And I've already gotten experience from smoking the one drug. There's only one drug in here that will, like, give you experience the first time you smoke it. It's only, like, 10 experience, but... it's like, why not? That's another swamp shark down there. Hello.
Look, a new face. Are you just gonna stand around here, or have you come to help me?
It depends. What do you need help with?
The swamp sharks are coming a little too close for me. High time to finish off a few of them.
What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, I can show you how to gut the beasts. But don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp just because we've had a little fun with the swamp sharks here. There are people out here who have been waiting a long time to get in. And the next one who gets in is me. It'd better be me.
Show me how to gut animals.
Hi, Death
If
Bundy.
you want to learn something about blood flies, go to Ed Gore. He knows all about them. And if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you have to know how to remove skins and teeth. I can show you that.
He's gonna cost. Yeah, remove T3 now.
I'll come back later.
Yeah, you just run away. I'll stay here and stop everything that gets too close.
Okay. Swamp camp. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna keep it like this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Allergies are slowly getting to me. I'm starting to feel woozy. I'm starting to feel lightheaded. It's just allergies. Not really. You can just bring me the last muffin and give me more coffee.
You want me to make you a bagel sandwich?
Okay, you can do that. No, you can make me a regular sandwich. Just make me a regular. Doesn't look to be anything in here.
Excited to get your shot?
No. I mean, I want the shot, obviously, but I'm not excited to get it. I don't like needles. I don't want a shot. No. Hello, Tom.
Why are you sitting around here?
I've got problems. At the moment, it's better for my health if I'm not seen in the camp.
What's wrong?
I had really good relations with some of the pirates, you see. I was always meeting the boys outside their camp and trading. Man, I bought stuff for half the camp. Tom, bring me this. Tom, bring me that. And then that bastard Esteban got in between.
What happened?
Esteban sent Juan, one of his boys. The bastard waylaid us. I was just about to make a deal with the pirates when he came out of the dark and knocked me down with 2 blows. Man, that guy is fast, but not fast enough. I was able to get away from him.
And since the ambush, you've been hiding here.
First, I went back to the camp and let Fisk, Juno, and the others know that they could forget their delivery, and that Esteban was behind it. If Esteban finds out that I told the others that he was responsible, I'm dead. That's why I can't go back to the camp.
What else?
Well, I'll just sit here counting rocks.
What else?
Well, I'll just sit.
Okay. Why can't I access this chest? Wonder if I need to somehow pit these people against each other. Like, lessen the chances of other people being let into the camp. Such as, like, tell him to go after swamp sharks. Don't help him, let him die, and then just kill the swamp sharks.
Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst. Hey, you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear them.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go.
Hey,
The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
He's like, oh yeah, we did this together. I'm like, yeah, totally. Oh, I get more experience for killing them on my own. Oh man, that's only 40 experience, whatever. I got 200 for him doing it, 240 for doing it on my own. No, the poor swamp shark. You stop it. There's no such thing as a poor swamp shark. There's only a dead swamp shark. It's the only good swamp shark. That's another one. Wait. Do a chest belonging to Dexter. Are you fucking kidding me? I want to see what the key says. Of course, I have to go around and grab all this stuff again. Hi, Walden. Okay. Lou's key fits the tavern in the bandit camp. So Lou must have been eaten by a swamp shark. That's funny. Come on. Come on. Nothing? Nope. There's another one over there. There's two more. But we need to rest. What's my experience at? 145,965 out of 150,000. Okay. I mean, I'm level 23. I went into the expansion at level 19. So that's four levels that we've got. That's pretty decent. Again, calculating my levels based off of fucking Seekers. And 55 learning points. Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna use your bed for 5 seconds. Thanks. I mean, I might as well go to that building. That would be the fourth one. But at the same time, might as well deal with the swamp shark first. Oh. Will this work on him? I don't remember. It will. That saves on MP, too. Alright. Two, three. Hey. 1, 2. Oh no. Hey. Don't hurt me. Wait. Are you weak and simple compared to beforehand? You know, I never actually tried fighting swamp sharks legitimately in Gothic 1. I always just beat them up with, like, spells. Ow. Stop it. This works well. It's fine. This works well. It's like the cheesiest way to do this. Can I be a water magician yet, please? I'm like, no. You need to bring all 5 tablets. The sounds they make a little... Yeah, I don't remember the sounds that they made in Gothic 1, but it definitely didn't sound like that. As far as I remember it. I mean, actually, it might have. I never really paid attention to them, and there's no reason for them to make a whole new sound effect. I mean, the goblins have the same sound effect. So do the bloodflies. And the bakakaks. The chimkins. The scavengers. The grass scavengers don't sound like a chicken. Which makes me sad, honestly. The only good scavenger is a chicken scavenger. Alright, let me see where I'm located exactly. Okay, so there's swamp sharks over that way, along with an X. There's also a swamp golem somewhere around here. Sounds like you trying to get out of bed in the morning. Desperately clawing your way to the surface. I need my coffee. I bet you anything Isaac's gonna bring the sandwich and he's gonna forget that he had the cup of coffee. I'm waiting to see. I was looking for my mug going, I could use some coffee, but honestly I think ew. Stop it. I don't want to go back just to like be able to throw a spell at you. So we're doing this the long way. I see a rat over there. It's a swamp rat. Shut up. Come here. There. Anything? No. Alright. Hello. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What did I say? Oh, what a good husband. Yeah. Then to find out if we're both dying of illness from the vaccine afterwards.
I think I've found something.
Healing scroll. A transformation scroll, it looks like. It's either a summon wolf or a transformation. Let me see. That was... Oh, transform into Shadow Beast. That's worthwhile. It's decently strong. It's not as strong as the Dragon Snapper, but it's good. You'll be in the same boat after tomorrow. Nice. I don't think I've been this side. I have not. Okay. Da 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 da.
Shit, another new boy. Here for the gold too, aren't you?
Gold?
Quit trying to kid me. All the new boys who come here want into the mine. But don't think it's that easy.
Tell me more about the mine.
I'll give you some good advice. If you want to get in there, get in good with Franco. He's the boss out here. He decides who is the next to go in. But he'll only let you in if you don't go brick out here. So go to him and let him give you a job.
Where do I find this Franco?
He mostly hangs out in the court in front of the camp. Getting good with him, or you'll wind up with a crappy job like me.
Do you have to hang around here all the time?
I'm supposed to check out all the new boys to make sure that none of them are spies. But you can forget it. I mean, we're at the end of the world here. In the middle of a swamp. No one can find us. No one will find us. And why should someone go to the trouble of sending us a spy?
Yeah.
What's new?
Nah, there's nothing new right now.
How do I get to the camp?
Just follow the boardwalk. But if you want to get into the mine, you'll have to get past Franco. He expects all the new boys to slave away out here for a while first.
Pretty sure that won't be too hard for us, but... Who are you? Ordinary bandit. Probably not going to bother with you, but...
What do
He's the guy who first showed up here. He's the leader of the camp. You don't mess... Once they needed 5 new men because he had taken out his anger.
Okay. It's very possible Raven's trying to get into that one area because I think he's trying to get, and I mentioned it before, is he's trying to get into the temple that was sealed in order to get the sword. Because the sword is supposed to be so powerful, apparently. However, the sword is also sentient. Or at least has enough magic that you need to have a strong enough mind in order to control it. Which doubtful he has. But I have a feeling that's the whole deal behind what Raven is trying to do. If you missed when I found it earlier, I've already been into the library in the canyon and gotten the tablet in there. And I read the inscriptions when I first started up the stream today about what had happened to the city that used to be here. And apparently the sword in question used to be held by, I forget the guy's name, it's Quahadron or something. It used to be held by him, but he was deemed to be too old to lead the army of the old city. And the council wanted to appoint a new leader, but the warrior caste told the Council of Five that they could basically shut the hell up. You don't have any control over who's the leader of the armies. The warrior caste will make that decision on their own, and they picked Quahadron's son. Quahadron's son proved to be too weak to wield the sword, and the sword ended up taking control of him and consuming him. And in order to stop him, the high priest ended up siding with Quahadron, the guy's son. I think his name was Ramades, was the son's name. The high priest ended up siding with Quahadron, talked to Quahadron about luring his son into the temple, which he managed to do. And once his son was inside the temple, Quahadron ended up sealing the temple along with the high priest and or other castes involved with it. Unfortunately, the influence of the sword, even though it was locked away inside the temple, was still able to seep out and affect everyone on the outside or everything on the outside. I don't fully understand what went on, but it sat there and it mentioned that Adonos, who is supposed to be the god that the water mages worship, who's also supposed to bring balance between chaos and order, which is Enos and Beliar, the two gods. Adonos appeared and destroyed the city, but it almost sounds like, based on the tablets, that Adonos as a god is actually the sword. That's what I was reading it as. I don't think Adonos is as cut and dry as initially intended, and I think Adonos probably isn't as much of a balancing act as they think he is. Or maybe he's a balancing act in the fact that Enos and Beliar need to actually intervene and keep him in check, and that's what causes him to be the balancing act. I don't know. I find it to be an interesting concept and want to see where it goes. Also, if this is another temple here, which it very likely is, that looks like one of the mansions. if it's another mansion, it's very, 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 very possible that I am going to need a place to rest or a lot of healing potions or something. What's in here? Nothing? Really? It's empty. Have I already been here? Oh, is this the... I don't think this is a temple. This is the passage. Okay, it's the passage. I've already gotten this, I believe. This is a passage between the canyon and the swamp. Okay. Because this should be empty. Yep. That's why there's nothing here. Wait, no, that's the passage. What's that? I don't know. Let's find out. Or this is the passage. No, this is the passage. Yeah. It's that cave. I don't know if I've actually been in that cave. Can I actually get up on top of this? Can. Hey, you remember the coffee. Very sweet. Thank you. Love you. Are you tired? Should I tell your work? Oh my god, they just called us. They moved up our time. I've got to go in now and then just leave early. He's tired. Okay. I didn't mean to fall like that, but whatever. Alright, what's in this cave? Remember the coffee, true love. He did remember the coffee. I think I might have cleared this cave out. Try not to use the light spell. 10 MP. It's easier just to do this. Yeah, I already cleared this cave out. I don't remember what was in here. It was probably a Shadow Beast. So the camp looks like it has another mansion inside of it. It also looks like it has a teleporter. All right. How many dark mushrooms do I have? 3. Just, I look like I'm burning myself when I do that. Put this away. Alright. I really didn't want to go back to Corinus until I had a 10th tablet. Oh, holy crap. That's very peppery. Which vaccine did you all get? Pfizer. So we have to get 2 shots. We're on the second one today. In approximately 3 hours. So the stream's ending in about 2 hours. Again, short stream today because of the vaccine, due to the quote-unquote potential of having a side effect where we end up feeling sick as a result of the vaccine. Streams for the rest of the week, probably through to and possibly including Saturday, but not likely. They're kind of up in the air. If we're live, we're live. If we're not, we're not. And it's just for this week.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I am likely not going to be officially searching for work until about mid to late May. So daily streams will continue for the next month and a half, 2 months. 2.5 months, I want to say. After that, the daily streams will eventually go bye-bye as I search for work. I will be still streaming when I search for work, but I won't be starting as early because the first few hours I'll be using to look for a job. But as I've done in the past for a lot of people who haven't been here, what I do is I stream, and if I receive an interview phone call, I put a BRB screen up and I take the interview phone call. Unfortunately, those calls can take upwards of 30 minutes, which means a 30-minute BRB. Usually they take 5 to 10 minutes because they're usually an initial call and not an actual interview.
You really should have known better.
Hey, what are you doing here? Do you want to get into the camp?
Yes, I am...
I don't care who you are. I'm Franco. I'm the leader here. So, if you do a good job out here, I'll take you into the camp. Ramon, the gatekeeper, will tell you if they need new people in the camp. Talk to him.
That's nothing to practice more. Tell me that isn't true.
Send me in now.
And what if I say no?
Tell me that isn't true.
Then I'll just wait a bit.
Exactly.
I used to say that myself. I've got no time for things like that. Tell me that
Who will you lurk up with when I go back to work? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a possibility, depending on how Isaac's job ends up going, that he'll end up, like, depending on what I end up finding. If I find a job that I like similar in pay scale that I normally get, while it's not good when he's not working, we're fine if I'm the only one working. It's better when we're both working, obviously. But if his job ends up being crap, he'll be given the go-ahead to quit, and he'll have some time off to stream. But
can't rely on that.
Unfortunately, with the unfortunate part of everything going more back to normal is that the daily Dilzik streams will have to end.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I have been enjoying them. I very much have been enjoying being able to explore the video games that I have been able to experience.
Hey, what do you want, huh? I can't imagine you have a permit for the camp.
Franco sent me. He wants to know if anyone is needed in the camp.
Yeah, we need someone. Another one of the guys kicked the bucket yesterday. That idiot tangled with Esteban.
Who is Esteban?
The leader of the lower camp. He decides who gets into the mine. So tell Franco that Torres wants a new man. Got it?
That's no secret.
Thoris? Never heard of him.
I don't know Thoris.
You don't know him. He was the chief of the guards in the old camp.
Oh,
He's
him!
the man everybody trusts. He calls for new people, and he decides if and when a new man gets into the camp. If you live long enough, you'll get to know him.
I'm still going to be around for another 2 months at the moment, Dead Blondie.
I'm the new man.
Hey, don't try to fool me. It's still Franco who decides which of you gets into the camp.
You don't have to tell me that.
Franco sent me.
He did not. So beat it. Otherwise, I'll break your bones.
I used to say that myself.
One more.
Same old thing all over again.
Alright, where's Thoris?
Hey.
That's no secret.
Thoris needs a new man.
Good. I'll take care of it.
Wait a minute. What about me?
You haven't done anything yet.
I've done a lot. Only you don't know about it.
Okay. You want a chance. You'll get your chance. Move your butt to Logan. The swamp sharks are breathing down his neck. Help him finish off the beasts, and you're as good as in the camp.
Nobody ever asked.
I helped Logan.
Okay, so you fought the swamp sharks. You're useful, at least more so than most of the guys here.
What about gold?
What?
Do I get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold? Sure. How much do you want? 50 gold nuggets. 100. I'll give you as much gold as you can carry. Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as one crumb of gold.
You don't have to tell me that.
I'm just pissing him off.
So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
You don't have to tell me that.
I won't be treated.
I don't want to give it to him. I need it.
Hey,
It's no secret.
send me in now.
And what if I say no?
No idea. You tell me.
Then
Falling down all over again. You don't have to do this forever.
Just you wait, you some.
Holy shit!
Attaboy!
Oh, I glitched. I pulled out my spell, but he wouldn't actually cast it. He kept running forward.
Cut out this magic crap. Smart kid. Things I could tell you.
What was that I picked up on him? Hold on.
He was falling.
Cut out this magic crap. Smart kid.
Franco's amulet. Strength bonus, dexterity bonus, hit point bonus. Hey.
I'm staying out of it.
Hey, Franco's dead.
Hey, what happened down there?
Wait, I want to check out. I want to try something real quick.
He was falling down.
Hey.
All over again.
Oh no. I have to quit it. We broke it. I broke it.
Do you really think?
Because it's not showing the target names, which means the game just gets worse. Hold on. I gotta restart it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give Franco the old tablet, see if I get the experience points off of that. Then kick his ass and see if I can pick up the tablet off of him. And then I'm gonna go to him. Because that seems like a good idea, right? Work. Alright.
Hey, you.
Here.
Here's the stone tablet.
See 200 experience.
Very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
Wait, did it just give me the stone tablet? Oh, it gave him a green stone tablet. It didn't give the... It didn't give one of the old ones. Hold on. There's a possibility going to talk to Edgar will give us experience. Because I have a feeling Edgar will say it's in that one building, which is where I got it from. Let's find out. Edgar should be from here, make a left. He's over there. And he should be on here, around a campfire.
Franco sent me.
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco. Just go left past the big rock here. You have to go left or right past that one. I don't know anymore. It was too long ago.
Yeah, I already did
The
it.
ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise, all but hidden among plants.
They're not
Maybe
even
you'll get lucky and you won't find it.
I found the stone tablet.
Really? You must be a brave guy. Then you've certainly earned your way into the camp. It was nice knowing you.
You'll
400 experience. No one gives a shit. No one cares. You're just an average everyday guy. Poker, ashbow, arrows, no one gives a shit. I like the fact that no one cares. That's 400 free experience. I could level up by murdering all these bandits. Let's go find everyone just named Bandit and kill them. Of course nobody cares. They're bandits, not NATO.
Things would have turned out differently.
They're like, only the strongest survive. I'm like, really? Wow, good sentiment.
That was no big deal.
This guy was talking with his friend, and he's just standing there now. His friend's like dead right here, and he's like, okay, guess it's fine. I guess I was just to expect this. None of us are fated to last for very long. Oh, the life of a mage. Throw a few spells, kill a single target, go back to sleep. He had drugs on him. Oh my god.
No idea.
Hey, you!
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here.
Nobody ever asked.
Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
Nobody wants to know.
I want to try something out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Let's go murder Logan. I want to murder Logan and see what happens. Oh, hey, blood flies. Which means I haven't been here. Oh my god. Just don't want to deal with you. Logan is your bae. Don't you lay a finger on him? Yeah. Okay. Promise I won't lay a finger on Logan. Need some more mana. I can't attack him normally. I promised I wouldn't lay a finger on him, so I have to use magic. Thankfully, there's a nice I'll deal with Tom. I'll help him. Seems like a nice guy. Like, what happens if Logan dies? $300 experience. That's what happened. Weezard. I want to see what he says. I guess he's Logan. I am wondering if Logan will help you if you're inside. That's why I'm thinking of redoing it, just reloading. But I want to see what he says if you kill him.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent someone else in. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
That's clever. Because it makes it sound like he wants you because Logan's dead, and he already sent just some other random person in there. It doesn't matter. He always sends someone else in. That's clever. Because all they had to do was get rid of a single line of dialogue. What if you kill everyone? You could probably assume that there's someone wandering around that he always will send in. Immersion broken, 0 out of 10. That'd be funny. Kill everyone else, see what happens. Well, who's this guy?
Cut out this magic crap.
Cut out this magic crap.
Want a licking? Stop it this
We're broken
instant.
again.
Smart kid.
That's why I can't see their names. We're broken again. It happens with a quick load and quick save. I don't know why. But if you don't restart it, it just seems to get worse and certain controls and certain commands stop functioning. Oh, that wasn't, well, I mean, essentially was, but it wasn't an actual crash. I Control-Alt-Deleted that out because I can't open up the menu to quit or anything. And if I remember correctly, you can't even properly save that way, so it's no point in playing it like that. Might as well just quit it out, restart it. It works fine. Hello, Miguel. I should have noticed it when I ran past Miguel, but I didn't notice that I couldn't target him. Wow, they're all so angry.
Cut out this magic crap. Smart kid.
Oh wait, I wanted to give him the tablet first, didn't I? Because it's experience.
Here's the stone tablet.
Yeah, 200.
Good. Very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
What about the camp now?
No, and besides...
Cut out this magic crap. Smart kid.
I got the tablet back. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sickle healing herb. I'm totally fine with all that. Hey, he was worth 500. He has a smith's hammer. Ash bow, arrows. Hey! Ow, ow. Alright. Apparently they don't like it when I go after a smith. Excuse me. I need to murder a few of you. It's good for my self-esteem. You think this Ramon guy would notice that they're losing people right and left off of this? Don't think I can't kill him. Because I can. I just need a little bit of help here. Namely... priest. I need it. Look, he's worth 500, alright? He's a normal bandit, but he's worth 500. He also had a smith's hammer, ash bow, arrow. What else he have? White rum, beer, fish, gold nugget, and 2 spoons. Because he has to stir. Alright. Ring of Invincibility, Astral Power. Franco's amulet is nice, but Amulet of Orskin. Woo experience? Yeah, seriously. 150,805 experience instead of 162,500 experience. We have a lot of learning points. I'm stuck on this. Gosh. I wonder what happened to everyone. Oh, there's a bed right there. Oh well. Hey.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside.
Wow, you're
Thoris
persistent.
will
I
make
guess
sure
you
that
can
the
come
hunters
in.
won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Don't attack him. Apparently other people attack back. I heard it in the background. Wow. You're persistent? Oh, gee, golly gosh whiz. I guess you get to come inside. Basically what he did.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
I already have
Go
one.
to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thoris. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're an absolute beginner.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference.
What?
I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work
poor
from
one.
top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
Can you judge my gold digging
Gold hacking
abilities?
20%.
For you, I'd say you're a quite passable scraper.
He told me one thing and he's all like, you've leveled up.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
I want to hear the good news first.
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else, because I am understanding and sociable.
And what's the bad news?
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you, and if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
What?
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
Hey, Mike.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. Before I get my next red stone.
Next?
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Thoris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths, and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
Okay. The question is...
Cut out this magic crap already. Are you asking for a licking?
Smart
Stop
kid.
it at once. Cut out...
No. Honestly, I was trying to kill Emilio. Ow. Everyone likes Emilio more than the random bandit. Hey.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked
Lucia?
liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's giving me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaf is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
You see, we're in Gothic mode. What you miss? Yeah, pirates. You miss pirates. We're now a pirate bandit, water fire magician. No, that's incorrect. We're now a pirate bandit fire magician trying to become water magician.
I'll come back later.
It is true. Lucia, is that you? It is. Hi, we need to get a good look at your face here. So, because it's all dark inside your place, because you don't know what proper lighting is, you should probably pay your electrical bill. Do you believe in wearing some decent pants? Because those look like shreds.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaf. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
Snaf is familiar too. I think he was another person from Krennis.
What do you drink here then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellas brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Oh.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
Oh my, Lucia knows how to be dexterous. Wow. It's a nice little touch. That's funny. Oh my god.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
I could be an ass to do this.
The Paladins don't only fight in his name. Enos chooses his warriors.
So? I believe it's the people themselves who choose. Still, your words amaze me. You talk almost like you were one of them.
Have you ever killed someone?
No, and I'm very glad of it. Please, let's not be so serious anymore. Instead, let's drink and enjoy every moment the gods give us.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Elvrich.
Why?
Wow.
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
Wow.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
I like how it says laughs, excuse me, and she doesn't. She's like, excuse me. Like that was not a very good
Give me
segue for
something
her.
to drink.
Dagger, grog, white rum, mana bonus is 10. Oh. She has a ring of dexterity. Don't I have something I can sell her? Here, have a silver dish. Can have some pitch. I don't need this much of it. I really don't. Have a gold dish in that. Give her a hammer, but I have a smith's hammer, which I have no idea what it's good for, honestly. What is that? Mantis heads? Keep those right now. I haven't found a use for them yet, so I'm just gonna sell them. Give her some claws. She's all like, why are you selling me this shit? And I'm like, shut up. Alright. Rings. Ring of the Priest, Ring of the Warriors. What else does she have? Ring of Magic. I do not need that. Ring of Orskin. Ring of Skill. I no longer need that. Ring of Orskin. Keep it just in case. Fire. Amulet of the Warriors. Amulet of the Priest. I think this is Amulet of the Heal. No, that's Franco's Amulet, which we're keeping just in case. Bolts. You can sell these. Ashbow. Ashbow requires 80 dexterity. I definitely don't have that. Firebow requires 25 dexterity. I have enough dexterity to be able to lift up any of these bows at the moment. So get rid of this poker. I don't think I need it. Get rid of the heavy branches. One sickle. Smith's hammer requires 10 strength and does 20 damage. We're keeping it just in case. I don't think we need it, but we're going to keep it. Rough hatchet. Hi, niggas. Can we steal her clothes? We should be allowed a lacy outfit that shows skin. Yeah, seriously. I would totally like put that on my character. Honestly, the Nameless Hero is kind of a bit of a hunk. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Pirate's Cutlass. I kept that because it was a strength of 60 and it does 65, but that's not a whole lot of difference, honestly. Considering this is a strength of 60 and you only need 30 strength. She's not offering anything I really want. Oh, wait.
Give me something to drink.
She is offering these. Why did I buy that again? Fuck. That was accidental. It's fine. I have so much money, I'm not worried about it. So we have more information from her. I think if we go to Elvric... Important message. Elvric and the fisherman are two people we're gonna want to talk to. Let me make a little list just in case. Talk to Elvric and then that fisherman. Where is this? Wanted note? No. Stinking note. What was the stinking note about? Keep your heads low. Don't do anything until you... Yeah, that one. That was already something else. Letter to Babo. Note. Fisherman William had at Babo. Important hint. Important message from the tavern. Hey people, Lou has disappeared in the swamp. He's probably been eaten by swamp sharks. Even worse, the key to the door disappeared with him. Find it, and you can keep Lou's stuff. From Snaff. I have it. The earthquakes are part of the story. I don't know what they mean yet. All we know is that they're pretty bad over here. Left, left, right. Okay, left, 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 right, right, left, 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 right, right, left, 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 right, right, left, left, right. Those are good healing potions. Time to stretch. Oh, there is a stretch. Okay. There, I stretched. Do you feel better? Left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. No, right, right, left, right, right, right. Recipe for Lou's double hammer. Why do I care about that? Unless someone else wants that. Take a good old Lou's hammer and distill it again. This mixture should only be made by experienced booze makers. If a layman tries it, he won't only be blind, but also dead. What?
Hey.
You just finished watching a horrible film, so you're coming here to watch better stuff, way more better stuff. You guys are so entertaining. Oh, thank you. Watching Agent Cody Banks. I vaguely remember that movie, and there's no way anyone could ever make me want to watch it.
Do you want to eat or chat? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and
Posture
hammer
check.
sauce.
Fire strips?
Fire strips?
And hydrate.
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
Recipe for Lou's hammer received. Ingredients for brewing a hammer. Take a water bottle, 2 turnips, and a decent portion of swamp weed. 2 turnips. Add the ground teeth of a swamp shark. Put it all in a bottle and boil with a shot of rum. Okay. According to the old man, it's healthier not to breathe the steam. And then distill it again. Are there turnips here? Why is there a hole in the back of your tavern? I feel like this is an oversight. They just straight up have a hole in the back. Hey, a bed. Lab. Rum. Alchemist bench. Potion. Potion. Turnip. That's only one turnip. Need another turnip. Okay. Distill booze. Try lose hammer. Not enough resources. I need a turnip. I'm missing one turnip. That's the wrong side of the cauldron. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, where am I going to find another turnip? Where is the turnip? Turnip right there. Want to give me a fucking turnip? So I can actually do this, huh? You're too poor since you flexed so hard yesterday. Aw.
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches.
I seem to remember Fortuna.
Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Fortuna was the drug dealer in Gothic 1. Was he the one I beat up in the bar? I beat him up. I took all of his I took all of his drugs, and I agreed to do the quest, and he gave me a whole nother stash of it, and I ended up with like 80 of all of the drugs.
Here, take this swamp weed.
Not green. Not strong. Not green. Not strong.
Oh, he was the one giving the free weed every day. Aww.
How can I help you?
The green novice will help the novice.
You didn't see that, Wolver? Oh yeah, no. There was a guy that was supposed to be selling drugs in the new camp in Gothic 1. And you can help him sell the drugs. But initially, I beat the shit out of him, stole all the drugs off of him, and said, now we have all the drugs for ourselves. And then I managed to unlock his quest, and he turned around and gave me all the drugs to sell, which meant that the game respawned all the drugs back on him, and I ended up with like 80 of all the drugs. And I ended up with like something like 2,000 or 1,500 gold for selling drugs to the population. It was great. Left, right, right, left, right, 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 left, right, 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 right. Just go right the entire time. 1 gold nugget. Turnip or meadow? Meadow, not weed. That's fine. Want something green and strong. Obviously, he's looking for an orc. He's clearly looking for a cucumber. I need a turnip. It's fine. is there a snapper weed here? The scroll. What is that? Scroll of. Is that lightning? Where is there another turnip? Guys, I need to buy a turnip. Just let me up there. Let me up. I want to go where I'm forbidden. Oh yeah, so in case anyone missed it, and I will show you again, I managed to get up here. Behind the water mages, because the water mages are over there. I wasn't supposed to. And you can actually see, where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to show it. Right down there, the assets that they used in a clump to design the world. Because all that in the distance looks like all the bushes and everything that they put around everywhere. So the developers probably kept them all clumped in a single area just so they can go over and tell the system copy, 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 and then they paste it everywhere and move it around. We found their little stash. Turnip for what? Turnip for the potion, the booze. And then I want to double distill it. So I need one more turnip to do that booze.